Welcome back. It's a new month, and the last month was, not good to us, was it? Because Gerald kind of, died. Yeah, he dead. And obviously a bit upset about that. But it's a new month, so that means we have to go exploring, and we'll see how people play out based on what has happened. I can see, like, where's Sothis? It's like I could see her name, but it was like, okay.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you.
Thank you.
Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
Oh, I thought it was going to cut and then it would be a scene of her crying or something like that, but nope. An owl feather. I keep getting owl feathers. It's because an owl keeps flying around. You heard it just then. First and foremost, obviously, let's see about getting stuff from these little shoppy type things here. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Nope. Would be nice to have another 11 sword around, I suppose, but nah. Not too interesting, the things we got there, really, were they? Nah. Right, training grounds. Okay, so we get the blue thing first. A toothed dagger. Raphael! He's clearly my favorite character in this. Blue thing. Clearly.
You gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
God, I love this guy. He's so awesome. He's so awesome.
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Gerald was so much stronger than me, but even that's enough. I can't dwell on the past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger.
Damn right. Anyway, do you want some gifts?
For me? This is so great.
You like owl feathers that much? Okay. Invite to tea.
Thanks.
Let's go with only the best. Many stars as possible. Let's go with the 4 spice blend.
What's going on?
There's tea.
Thanks.
You know this. We've been with tea several times with you, Caspar. That's Caspar.
Delicious.
Indeed.
Huh?
I forgot to it again. Mighty weapons.
Yeah.
Dining partners.
What do you
Oh.
Yeah.
Your ambitions? It's a nice tea time.
Thanks for this, Professor. Don't you want to get some exercise, though? Come on, let's go train.
I suppose we could. Alright then, invite to tea again.
That's right.
How are you not able to make it? Do you not like my tea? Ooh, well, we'll see about this. Hello.
I'm so sorry about what happened to Gerald. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
That's a bit much, isn't it? Like, jeez. Revenge. Let's start up here. Move down. Change it up a little, you know. So normally we start at the bottom, which is the best place. Always do like the bottom. Always do like the bottom. As I've said to Sarah, she does have the best bottom, by the way. Just in case you're wondering.
Something.
She does. I will proudly announce that because she really does. So, there you go.
Professor, oh goddess, hear my prayer. Please receive this beloved person. When the cold rain washes the body, when the bird and wolf announce the dawn, receive them into your blue blood, receive them into a twinkling star. That's a morning scripture from the Church of Saros. Lady Rhea taught it to me. I pray that Gerald is happy in the next world.
It's so sad. It moves you to tears. Oh dear. Ash, how you doing?
Not just Tomas, but Monica too. We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we? Who are these people, really? What do they want?
Blood. Blood for blood. That's World of Warcraft, in case you're wondering. Well, I suppose it's just Warcraft in general. I so want a Warcraft 4. When's Warcraft 3 remastered, reforged, whatever nonsense they're calling it, coming out? It's been a while since that was announced. It was meant to be this year, so I've not seen a release date at all. Hey, hold on a minute, she's moved.
Professor, I brought some flowers for Gerald.
Oh, thank you. See, this, I want to say you're out of your room.
Hey, sometimes I go out for, walks. Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
I like her a bit more now. It's like, she's actually doing stuff rather than just hiding, which is not how that works.
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... There you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear indeed. Right. What was that? A moon? What? I don't know what he said at all. Something about a moon. I don't know. What's the quest over here then? A soldier?
I trained with Gerald just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
What's the choice of Steins Gate? View the quest.
Do you have time for a request?
Cream of the crop. Practice bat maneuvers with the... Oh, go on then. It's just a simple quest. We know how they work at this point. Alright, let's move our way through the middle.
Professor, I'm sure you will pull through this because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen.
But if we don't defeat them...
I agree they must be defeated, but I also feel we must approach this with prudence.
Very well. Board game piece. Not sure who that would be for. Dorothea?
I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say. But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child.
Possibly. It's whether or not he is her father and stuff like that. There's so many questions that have been raised ages ago we haven't really got answers to yet.
Hi, Teach. I see the storm in your eyes has passed. You're looking much better. I've been reading Gerald's diary. The baby he mentions. That's you, isn't it? I can't understand about half of what's written here, but Gerald really cherished you. That much is clear.
May have not been her actual father. That's my theory, but still a father nonetheless. Who's there for her. That's something.
Professor, people are saying horrible things about Marianne. They're saying she's friends with the bad guys. If I hear someone say that, I'll...
Leave it alone, Hilda. It doesn't matter.
Who's saying this? We'll defeat the bad guys. We'll show them.
That would be the quickest way to resolve this. Come on, Marianne. Let's give it our all.
Alright then. Okay. Get blue things around.
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Gerald's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
Yeah, right. He's ready to act, isn't he? Right, so what we got in here?
Professor? Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor?
It would be a shame if we were invaded.
I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many? It makes the church seem reckless.
Made some valuable points there.
Professor? Do you think we'll still be able to graduate? If dangerous things keep happening around here, who even knows? I'm worried. I hope that all the students and professors will be there to celebrate at the graduation ceremony.
I'm just thinking about this whole, like, so they basically left the monastery kind of defenseless in a way.
Maybe. When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was. Something was just off about her. It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with Edelgard. I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid. Please ignore me.
Alright, so next. Just trying to... It's like, it does feed into what I've been saying, so it's sort of like...
What?
What do you mean, what? No need for that. Green thingies. Blipping. Is that a blue one? Right then. I think the first scarf is Dorothea's because she was here previous, wasn't she? Let's do the last outskirts to see if there's any green thingies. There's not. Right, let's carry on. Down to the dining hall a bit. In we go. Start over there. Yes, Edelgard here.
What happened to Gerald? It's terrible. If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power. We can't let them get away with this.
Speak to Petra.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
You were already told. I am learning here, from the Academy. What are you thinking, Professor?
You do not have to leave if you do not wish it.
I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
Okay, I can just see he's just trying to look out for her. Just in general, and the welfare of, like, internal affairs, politics. Yes, politics. Not politics, politics.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried.
Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Comfort food. I'm fine, though.
Well, of course you are. And if you have some sweets, you'll be even more fine.
I suppose. It's not exactly how that works, but okay. Right, so who we got here? Soldier!
The other night, I had the honor of sharing a drink with Gerald. He was pretty tactless, honestly. He could be blunt at times, but he always looked like such a proud, happy father whenever he spoke of you.
I do appreciate blunt, though. It's one of the things where it's like, yeah, it's like, you know where you stand with someone who's blunt. So it's like, there's like messing around, what do you mean by what you said? It's just like, nope, straight up, boom, there you go.
No.
The gatekeeper.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
Oh. Oh no.
Professor.
You know, it's like, I want you to maybe like comfort him in some regard, but no, we got nothing we can do there. It's like, oh. Poor gatekeeper. Poor gatekeeper. Any more blue things around here? Usually there's loads around here. It's like one?
Hello there.
I suppose hello there.
This one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
I'll try. What? Get close enough. I did like it. I'd be close enough to wrap them inside.
You have a good eye.
You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good eye.
A pleasure doing beat. Come again.
Just so you know, I have a good eye. You have a good eye.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor,
It's like, It's like we knew this was going to be sort of like somber and a moment to think about things, wasn't it? It's just.
Hi there.
Hello, apart from a hello there.
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone, and we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you, but I just can't. I can't believe.
It's okay. It's okay. Right, so let's head in here. Professor. Anything else around? Ooh. That's sorted. The gardening done like I normally do. Just do those at the bottom. No monies? Alright. I spent it all. That's why I normally start here. I can use my monies there then.
It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
I suppose? Sounded odd. Alright, let's see what else we've got. It's like there's not much going on really compared to other months, is there? It's kind of quiet, really. So this should be Ignatz. How you doing, Ignatz?
Professor, I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Gerald? He was so strong.
Even though you're scared, push through.
You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best.
That's all we can hope for. Right, so let's head up to the library. If I'm ever going to get access to the third floor, because it's like, I've seen it on the map for ages. I've tried several ways to get up there, and I was like, nope, still not a way up there. Hey! Ooh, XP.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I am so sorry. The failing was clearly our own. We didn't notice the enemy's invasion. And now Gerald. I apologize. There is nothing I can say to atone for our sins. Professor, please do not let your guard down even among the people of the monastery. There is no way to know where another enemy may be hiding.
Monica von Ox. There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character. Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance last year. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. I wonder who kidnapped her, and why.
It's good questions. It's like I'd like some answers to some of these questions that are floating around. It would be good to have them. Don't know why I'm slightly singing this. Seriously, really? Where do you come from? Really?
Professor, you have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
I'll think about it.
I've never been much for condolences.
I appreciate that, so I'm just like, "Nope." And then we're done. It's like, oh, well, alright then. We're just done with that scene, okay.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. Don't want any of that. None of that nonsense, mate. None of that. Blue thingy? Right.
I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. Will you listen?
I'll listen.
It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
Is there more?
I wonder who they were.
That was it? Oh. Okay. Seems kind of strange how you had that little bit extra scene. But alright, Rhea, sure you have a few more words here.
Excuse me, Professor. How are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain, as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
Yes, my heart that doesn't beat, which is still very strange. We thought that was a joke at one point, but it's like, nope, it just doesn't.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Fódlan had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
That explains to me, like, I had the idea in my head of like, well, Tomas enrolled at the school ages before any of this happened. So what was his game? What was he up to? It's like, oh, if it wasn't him, that changes everything. Since that just solves that a little bit there for me. I'm assuming the quill's yours.
It was as if thinking how they managed.
Nope, lost items. Quill. I've got loads of these. I really should sort them.
Yes.
Yes, I should. Right, so let's go back and see. Where is he? Where was he? I'm looking for... There you are, Caspar. So let's do some spamming on him.
Professor.
We've got the scene down there to the bottom right.
I'm not even... I mean, that's enough. Whatever happens.
Right, so gifts.
For me?
He's so cheerful.
Thanks.
What we'll do is we'll view this scene down in the bottom right of the monastery then.
Thanks for this.
And then we'll end the part, obviously.
Thanks.
Thanks
for this.
Surely this would be enough for him, though. Surely. Right, so down. Go to the stable. It's close enough. Let's see who's it gonna buy.
Professor.
Yes. Sothis.
Ah, there you are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly. Please, sit. There is a matter I would like to discuss with you. I believe I've told you this before, but it is my responsibility to aid the Archbishop in all her duties.
What are these duties?
Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management, all of the Church's many administrative tasks. I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Seiros and the Officers' Academy. The Archbishop entrusts a great deal to my discretion, and I am honored by her confidence. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance. And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me. Not only that, but you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that. Frankly, I am just not sure how to handle you. I am the Archbishop's right hand, and yet when it comes to you, I have been told almost nothing.
You don't trust me, and understandably so.
Not quite. I do find you to be a trustworthy individual, but my subjective opinion is not enough. I have a duty to be cautious. Should the Archbishop's trust in you prove to be misplaced, it is the faithful who will suffer most. First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself. You are the child of Gerald Eisner, correct?
I think so.
That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question. In the future, I would advise you to answer such queries with confidence. As the former captain of the Knights of Seiros, Gerald was renowned throughout Fódlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary?
About 10 years, I think?
Given your youth, that hardly seems likely. Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are you exactly?
How rude.
Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way? Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time. However, permit me to make one thing clear. Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you. Do not betray that trust. That is all.
So basically we got to a point where the characters are actually asking the same questions I am. And we are. Right, so that's us done for this part. In the next part, we'll go off and actually do the look for Gerald's belongings in his quarters. So we'll see you then. Ta-ta. For now!